How Mark Cuban went from zero to billionaire NBA owner. You might know Mark Cuban as a fierce and passionate investor from Shark Tank, but did you know that he built a billion-dollar empire in just 40 years? Let's learn more about Mark Cuban's journey from zero to billionaire NBA owner. Here we begin. Mark Cuban was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Whatever he is today, he built himself an absolute zero. And as a result, his journey is filled with success, failures, and life lessons. Can you imagine how passionate one must be to build a $5 billion net worth starting from scratch? Do you know how big $5 billion is? To give you an idea, the man could buy 59 million barrels of crude oil in 2022. Started his own company, Micro Solutions. In 1983, he worked with a software retailing company, Your Business Solutions. Here comes one of the most interesting things. How can the greatest events be traced back to one minor trigger? This is that trigger, a trigger that changed Mark Cuban's life. He struck a deal of $15,000 with a client and came late to work. His boss fired him for not opening the store on time. Mark picked up an interest in technology from here. Young Mark knew technology was going to be the next big thing. Mark Cuban was always interested in solving real-world problems. After all, that's the main quality of an entrepreneur. He learned a lot while working at YBS. This helped him start his own company, Micro Solutions. He worked hard for 7 years to build a $1 million company from scratch and took it from nothing to $30 million in revenue annually. Then he sold it for $6 million. He co-founded 2929 Entertainment. Mark Cuban is an example of a man with a diverse portfolio. He has invested in every sector one could imagine. He co-founded an entertainment company with Todd Wagner called 2929 Entertainment. The pair have a history of co-founding successful companies. They co-financed Good Night and Good Luck in 2005, and it grossed over $30 million at the domestic box office. They purchased the Landmark Theater and a chain of around 58 movies. The price was undisclosed until the year 2018. They even own Mongolia Pictures, a large American film distributor, and AXS TV is also part of 2929 Entertainment. Most of the stock was sold to Steve Harvey in 2019, and the price was not disclosed. The combined revenue is about $16 million per year. According to Mark Cuban himself, his investment of $40 million in Gulfstream V is the most valuable. He bought the Gulfstream V jet for $40 million in 1999. But do you know an amazing fact? He bought a $40 million jet over the internet. He even broke the Guinness World Record for the largest online transaction and has held that record. He invested in various startups. As seen on Shark Tank, he's a passionate investor with a keen eye for real-world problems. He has invested in over 300 startups and encouraged people from different backgrounds and economic classes to innovate and build a startup ecosystem globally. In 2011, he joined the Shark Tank cast and was fans' favorite with his no BS talk. It is believed that this shark receives $50,000 per episode. And now you do the math. For 22 episodes, Mark has invested in over 85 businesses, all from different sectors. He has invested in several industries, ranging from technology and healthcare to education. He has made over 225 personal investments. For example, he invested $1 million into eGroups, an email list company, in 2000, and a year later, Yahoo acquired it for $432 million and netted $250 million after taxes. He is a man with great interest and foresight in technology. Cuban bought the Dallas Mavericks for $285 million. Here is the most awaited part. A man fired for not opening the store on time now owns an NBA team. Tell me a more fascinating story. I'll wait. He bought the Dallas Mavericks for $285 million on January 4th, 2000. First, the billionaire invested in AudioNet, which became Broadcast.com. He later sold it for $4.7 billion. Yes, a billion with a B. He bought the Dallas Mavericks from Ross Perot Jr. The team had a bad reputation for poor performance. They were even voted for the worst performing sports franchise of the 90s. However, magic happened once Mark Cuban took the chair. The Mavs won almost 40% of the matches, and coming to the golden year of 2022, the team is worth $3.3 billion. Isn't it amazing? What made Mark Cuban a billionaire? If there's anything one should learn from Mark Cuban, he's damn good at his job, and one can be so good in their job when they have enough knowledge and passion about their field. Mark was never afraid of losing. That doesn't mean he hasn't lost, but that didn't stop him from trying. Let us know your takeaway from Mark Cuban's success in the comments. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to never miss an update.